Okay, Petra's group. Nekoga pa mi dođe javno onda ukaže. Okay, so this is our guide. Her name is Josipa.
Oh, say that again.
Josipa, dobro jutro.
Dobro jutro.
We will first walk around the town. We will have a guided tour. Then we take a bus. We do drive to a little village. We do the wine tasting. We walk around the village. We take another road back to see the scenic part. And then you have free time in town, and 1 o'clock we leave. So 1:45 you have to be back on board. Oh. That's the plan.
Can we have wine tasting first and then have it in the middle?
We will have first wine tasting, and then you will see.
In my hometown and in my home island, Hvar. As Petra said, my name is Josipa, and today I will be your guide. First, I will tell you just a few words about local history, because I will tell you more about history on the bus. So history here on the island begins 5,000 years ago, when people still lived in caves on the island. 400 years BC, a group of Ionian Greeks sailed to this island, and in the deepest bay on the northern side of the island, they founded the first town on the island. For centuries, that town was the cultural, religious, and political center of the island. But when Venetians arrived on the island in 13th century, they moved the capital from that old town, Old Pharos, we'll see later on, here to this town, New Pharos. And Venetians were here for 500 years, from 13th to 18th century. And they built most of the buildings in the central part of the town, in this old part of the town, including the building behind my back. This building is probably the most important and most monumental building in Dalmatia, and especially in the town of Hvar. This building is called the Arsenal Building, and it was used for housing and repairing ships, and in particular a war galleon, because each community on the Adriatic Sea had to have a war galleon that would fight next to Venetian fleet in case of war. Our own community had its own war galleon that took part in the Back then, the sea went all the way inside, so the galleon could sail inside this building and be protected from the bad weather, wind, and rain. The first arsenal building was built on this place in 13th century, but when Turkish fleet attacked the island in 16th century, the year 1571, they burned down the old arsenal building, and there was a need for a new one. And so local people built this new arsenal building, and at the same place they built, I recommend you because the fortress has a spectacular view, if you want to go up. And we stopped in front of this building. This building is called the Benedictine Convent. This convent was founded in 17th century when first 2 nuns arrived from the island of Hvar to start the convent practice. Today 11 nuns live inside, and it is a closed order, which means they never leave outside the convent. They stay inside all their lives. They can only leave in case they have to go to an immediate surgery or in case a very close relative of their family dies. Then they are allowed to go to the funeral. What they do inside is something very special and something very unique. They make beautiful lace from the plant over there in the corner. That plant is called agave. In Mexico they make tequila from this plant. And here the nuns make lace. They cut the leaf in half, they pull out a long white thread, and then they process the thread in a very special way, which is a secret that's kept inside the convent. And after that, with a knitting needle, they make this beautiful lace. Once the lace is made, you can neither iron it or wash it, you put it under. Under the roof is a kitchen with open chimney, and the bedrooms are in between. Here we can see these stones with holes inside. They are used as primitive elevators to pull up groceries to the kitchen floor, and also to hang wet sheets. When there was very hot in summertime, people would hang wet sheets, and they would have nice fresh air inside. Also, they would hang flags with their noblemen's coats of arms when there were holidays in the town. And here we can see the oldest well in the city. The year that's carved in the stone is 1475, and we can see the symbol of Venice, Venetian lion with wings. So this is Venetian lion with wings. In one, he usually holds open book.
4,500 square feet,
The
largest
city into two parts.
square in Indonesia.
This is the northern part where noblemen's palaces are, and the southern part where I told you that local fishermen and tradesmen used to live. And right now we are in front of the cathedral. This cathedral is actually a fifth church in a row standing on this place. The first church was an old Christian church from 6th century, and it was dedicated to Mary. When Turkish fleet attacked the island in 16th century, in the year 1571, they burned down the old cathedral, and there was a need for another one. And so local people started to build this cathedral in 16th century, and it took them 200 years to complete this cathedral. So it is actually a synthesis of styles. When you look at the cathedral, you can see that the facade is a Renaissance style with some Gothic elements, and the interior is Baroque. Inside there are 11 Baroque altars. Above the entrance you can see Saint Stephen the Pope. He is the patron of the town and of the island. In one hand, yes, that is Saint Stephen the Pope. In one hand he holds an open book, open Bible. And with another hand, he gives his blessing to everyone who passes by. And we can also see bronze door frames. They are the work of the contemporary Croatian sculptor Hvar. No? Can everybody hear me? Yes. Okay. So first let me introduce you our driver, Miko. He's very young, but don't worry, he's a very experienced driver. Sails. Plants, bushes. Of course, soon we'll see lavender fields. Now we can see a small bush with red fruits. That's called a strawberry tree. So small bush with red fruits. And soon we'll see the first village on our way, village. On the left and on the right, lots of these dry stone walls. Lots of
Watch out for the traffic, Bill.
By the sea. Lavender that you can see in France or in England cannot grow by the sea, and this type of lavender can. The name for this lavender, Latin name, would be Lavandula hybrida, and the lavender that grows in France or in England would be Lavandula officinalis or Lavandula angustifolia. This lavender, hybrid lavender, is not only excellent balancer for the organism, like original lavender, Lavandula officinalis. This lavender is also excellent painkiller. So if you buy essential oil that was produced on this island, it is not only a balancer for the organism, it is also a painkiller for muscles. And if you use few drops in your body lotion or body milk that you regularly use, and then use it on your body, you will feel no pain after an exercise or after a long walk. Lavender is, I told you, excellent balancer. It means that it will calm you down. For example, if you have trouble sleeping late at night, you can put few drops of lavender essential oil on your pillow, and you will sleep all night like a baby. Yes. See, all these fields are abandoned. People used to grow wine thread in these fields.